Welcome, Earthlings! From the minds of Dylan Oltoft and Rob the Piano, we bring you Laughing on a Prayer!
Right, we take Pete's car, we drive over to Mum's, we go in, take care of Philip.
Sorry, Philip.
Then we grab Mum, go to Liz's place, hole up, do this podcast, and wait for this whole thing to blow over.
God, that is an underrated film. Actually, maybe that's not fair because everyone sort of loves that film.
Everyone loves that film.
I can't kind of just pick a film I like and just say that's so underrated if it's beloved.
No, you can't.
300 is so underrated. How underrated was Endgame?
Oh, mate, do you know how underrated Lord of the Rings was?
Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Laughing on a Prayer. My name is Dylan Oltoft.
And my name is Rob of the Dead.
That needs to be a film you need to produce.
Rob of the Dead.
You need to do something like that.
Definitely don't want to get sued by whatever company.
We need to do something. Stick me in zombie makeup or something like that. Or maybe we do a thriller sort of thing. You and me go out to the cinema and then slowly you turn into a zombie, Rob of the Dead, and you start dancing and I beat the shit out of you.
Haven't you been a zombie?
I did it in like a...
Didn't you do like a haunted house thing?
Yeah, back when I was a student and all
that. Yeah, sorry, I just remembered that.
Rob of the Dead. That needs to be a thing. Do you remember Cockneys vs. Zombies? Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, you are.
Today we are doing a zombie episode, just as in time for the zombie craze. Because everyone is... I remember, they actually did a zombie version of Pride and Prejudice, didn't they? During the bit when it was in like its height, the zombiness. They were doing zombie versions of fucking everything. There's a zombie version of Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, do you know what it was called?
What?
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, I think.
Oh.
But then Shaun of the Dead was a romantic comedy with zombies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zombies, all that, our lovely, slow-moving, infectious biters.
Yeah. And also, we apologise for using the Z word. We know it's ridiculous, but are there any out there, though?
Well, there are a lot of names for zombies in a lot of popular media. Obviously, The Walking Dead call them walkers, don't they?
Yeah. Is that... Wait, is The Walking Dead finished? It's been going on for like ages.
I don't know. I tried watching 2 seasons of it. There was a whole season of everyone on a farm, and it was so boring. I honestly stopped watching it.
I think I did like season 1, and then I think I got halfway through season 2. Maybe I got to like they're like in a prison.
Oh right.
I don't even know, it's fucking ages ago, but again, stop. I got real bored.
I've been compared to 2 characters on that show, apparently. One's called the Governor, and the other one is apparently another ginger guy. I think his name's like Colonel or something like that.
That's racist. Oh, it's got, what's his name? John Bernthal, the Punisher, in it, doesn't it?
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, he's in it. I only know because I saw his on IMDb. I didn't actually watch a minute, but he's in it.
So yes, we are going to rattle on about zombies in media, zombies in films, zombies that infected our lives, video games, and for a while everything was zombie related. Which I'm not sure what possibly may have started it. Maybe it was Black Ops Zombie Mode, or I'd be willing to bet video games are what started it.
Mate, Call of Duty World at War, the original, called Nazi Zombies.
Oh,
the
Nazi
original,
zombies.
mate. That is my favorite game type. Because I'm not very good at video games, and once I found a game type where the enemy doesn't shoot back, I was like, mate, here we go.
Because there's been zombie films for years, like obviously Dawn of the Dead and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like there's been
George A. Romero.
Yeah, George Romero. Like we've had zombie films for like fucking ever, but I really think it was video games that really probably perpetuated it forward.
Yeah.
And we had some zombie films as a result of that. Do you remember that? What was it called? Warm Bodies. There's a zombie rom-com.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Oh.
I've seen that.
If I can ask Rob as a quick aside, what is your favourite kind of zombie? Because as we recall, 28 Days Later gave birth to the fast-moving zombie.
Yeah, and there was also I'm Legend as well.
Yes.
But were they zombies? They were just like people that were...
Well, depends. It sort of depends which ending of that movie you prefer, because there's an alternative ending where it turns out they're sentient and conscious, and they're like the next they're a brand new species and all that.
Yeah. My favorite zombies, I think. My favorite zombies are the slow zombies.
Why is that?
For a couple of reasons. The first reason is, they're sort of more believable to be slow. It's like I don't see why zombie because like they're undead, right? And like being dead, you're not the most energetic person. So
There's a
it
quote
makes
of
more
2021, Rob
Yeah.
McNabb. If you're dead, you're not the most energetic person.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I feel like they are quote unquote more realistic if they're slow.
Well, yeah, because your idea, like the muscles and all that's deteriorated,
Yeah,
it's gone. They're not as functional.
Yeah, it makes more sense, and also because they're dead, they can't build like muscle mass, right? Surely, if you're dead.
I haven't seen any zombies in the gym pumping iron.
No, but like they must. But like say like you're a running zombie, you have to kind of have some sort of cardio, and your lungs are deteriorating, right? So you're not going to be like getting like. So surely you wouldn't be running fast, would you? You'd be slow, right? Surely.
The brain is actually a really fucking annoying thing because human beings naturally.
Yeah, I hate thinking.
Human beings can actually overcome our limits to insane things. Like, if I wanted to, I could pick up a car and hold it over my head.
Could you?
My brain stops me from doing that because by doing so in that moment, I would completely ruin my whole body. If for like maybe 10 seconds I could lift a car, but I'd be wrecked. So the brain limits you. But maybe a zombie without those brain chains is able to, like you said, maybe to its detriment, like a zombie can chase you and then it'll just be fucked after that.
But it does, though, because that's how you kill zombies, by shooting them in the head or decapitating them.
Well, yeah, it's again,
about, what was it, removing the head or destroying the brain?
The brain is everything for any living creature.
Yeah, so surely the brain does work to a certain... Oh, I mean, I don't know. But it just, for me, like, slow zombies make more sense than fast ones.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
So that's, like, the one reason why I like slow zombies.
I'd say my favourite zombie is the thriller zombie. I just like a dancing zombie.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Also, there's costumes, like,
What do you mean?
Oh,
yeah,
costumes.
I've seen some really creative zombie makeup done over the years.
Yeah.
My favourite is the zip zombie.
Oh.
That has, like, a zip going down its fucking forehead for some reason.
I don't know. I mean, but whatever they want to, like, consenting adult zombies, do what you want, The next reason why I like them is that I kind of like the idea of slow zombies are a little bit more kind of threatening, because it's like you, as a living person, always have to be on the run, but they can just take their time. But eventually, if you, stop and eventually reach your sort of end of your tether, they still carry on going.
Sort of
so
like
something
the
menacing.
horror film It Follows.
Yeah, something a bit more menacing about them, I feel. Because, like, fast zombies, they're good for jump scares, and zombie films do have jump scares in them. And so a fast zombie, I mean, you see it like the White Walkers in Game of Thrones, they're basically zombies, right?
Yeah, they are.
Like a fast zombie is like, oh, it's scary because it's like an attacking, aggressive thing. But I think something that sort of takes its time in a way is like stalks you. Like, I think that's a bit more scary for me. I don't find zombies that scary, but I think slow zombies for me, for sure. What about you? What sort of zombies do you think are your favourite?
Again, I do agree with the fact that slow ones are good. In terms of different media portraying different zombies. Again, the 28-day zombies, again, I guess that creates a lot more fear for people because you got this infectious thing. And again, I guess even with the slow zombies, there's still the whole, like, they bite you, you turn into one, and then two will bite two others, and so on and so forth. Like, it all goes back to that idea of John Carpenter's The Thing, where this creature can assimilate other things, and a guy did a thing on a computer as like within 1 year all of humanity's gone, and zombies have that exact same existence where if one zombie bites someone else, then there's two zombies, and you keep doubling that number, and eventually we're all gone.
And I think much like in horror movies, I mean, I do this a lot in horror movies, is where like I sort of, when I watch them, especially like ones like Texas Chainsaw, like slasher ones, I often put myself sort of in the film. And I'm like, well, like a fast zombie like that, like I probably wouldn't survive that. And so,
But I would argue it's all on context. Are you armed at the time? Because it doesn't matter how fast the fucker is. If you've got like an M16,
yeah. But then
you ain't faster than.
I suppose in the context of whatever. So like 28 Days Later, where they don't have like M16s, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I put myself. It's like, oh mate, like I'd just be so fucked then. So I suppose that could be like the kind of. I suppose it shows like the threat. I suppose like how easy it is to get bitten. I suppose, which
apparently
could
the
build
best
tension,
solution to zombie apocalypse is to go somewhere cold, like Greenland and all that. Because even though the brain is fine, in cold temperatures, zombies will like freeze up, and if they're going through the snow, they're like pretty nearly can't move, like frostbite and all that sort of thing.
Or like water, I guess, maybe.
If you can get out to sea, but as we saw from Pirates of the Caribbean, they might be able to walk on the bed of the ocean, and then they've just got to go up.
Are they zombies? Yeah, I suppose
I think
they
that
are.
counts.
They are.
I know
they are sentient.
Possessed ghost skeletons.
They're not like they are zombies, I guess, but not like.
I say the curse makes them undead.
Yeah, it makes them undead, but they're like sentient, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like they can talk. They're not just like, I guess, like animals. They're actual. Yeah, that's actually a cool take on zombies, maybe.
Like I've seen very little of
them
sentient zombies again, other than the movie Warm Bodies.
I didn't. But that's sort of in his mind, isn't it? He sort of talks to himself in his mind, doesn't he?
There's a little bit of internal monologue or narration, but you see the other zombies, it's somehow reconnecting with humanity helps their brain readapt to cognitive function or some wank like that.
Yeah.
But again, if I had to choose a favourite zombie, I don't know whether to answer realistically or what's entertained me the most.
Do both.
Because you've ever seen the movie Death Watch?
No.
Because I've seen some very entertaining Nazi zombies on film. I think it's called Red Snow.
Oh, there's Dead Snow.
Dead Snow.
Yes, I love Dead Snow. Have you seen Overlord?
No, I haven't.
That's another World War II sort of zombie film.
The thing when it comes to Nazi zombies, I have one question: is this a zombie that that in its undead existence has decided to align itself with the Nazi ideology?
Zombies are the superior race to everybody.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. A zombie in its quest for brains has thought to itself, you know what? Fuck Jewish brains. I only want Aryan brains, so I'm a Nazi zombie.
Well, that sounds like that sounds like the zombie is killing Nazis, doesn't it? So if he's a zombie, or is he just doing for the zombie?
A Nazi zombie wouldn't eat a Jewish brain because it would consider it filth, wouldn't it?
Wait, is the zombie? Are you talking about like a zombie that's actually like, or is it just like fascist zombie? Like, is it a zombie?
That's what I'm saying. But
like, is it a zombie that's embraced like Aryan, Third Reich ideas, or is it a zombie that's embraced like fascist zombie ideas, as in zombies are superior to even like
these are the big questions.
I was like, oh yeah, all that stuff that Hitler was doing. No, he is inferior. The zombies are the actual ones that are the superior. Which one is it?
That's the thing. A Nazi that becomes a zombie, that's just a zombie who's wearing Nazi clothing. But a zombie that's taken the time to read its literature and come to the concise decision to follow the Nazi ideology.
I mean, as far as I understand, I think it is the fact it was Nazis that have risen from the dead and are zombies. But they are attacking Americans, because there's like the American character, there's also a German character. Oh, interesting.
I think it's...
And a Russian one, and a Japanese one.
The reason Nazi zombies are so fun is because Nazis by themselves...
Yeah, are just really bad.
In popular culture, they're just sort of written off as though they're not three-dimensional people. It's like Skittles. You can kill 1,000 Nazis and no matter what, you're not a bad person. It doesn't matter if they had lives and they were all babies once. They're Nazis. You can kill them all.
I think that's where Wolfenstein made it Nazis.
Was it?
Oh no, there was a video game where you were like shooting people and they're like, you can't just shoot random people. This was like back in the 90s.
Doom? Was it the original Doom?
It might have been, yeah. No, I think it was the original Wolfenstein.
Right.
It was like
And you fought
like
like
the
a
90s.
mecha Hitler at the end.
I'm not sure, but there was, I think it was this, but there was like a thing where it's like you shoot these people, and then the game developers are not the game, but like the sort of people that sign off on games are like, you can't just shoot random people, and so the game changed it to you're shooting Nazis because that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I don't.
And
think
that's actually somewhat ironic, isn't it? The people that say, "Oh, Nazis aren't people." It's like, you know what I mean?
There's been movies about the First World War from German perspectives because even though they were seen as the aggressors, no one seems to fault the First World War Germans as bad people.
Well,
like it was the idea that every soldier on the front line in the First World War were just cogs in this war machine.
And
but for some reason, World War II, they're all evil.
Well, World War
they're
II,
all pure fucking evil.
Well, I mean, World War II. I mean, to be fair, like, look what they were doing.
Yeah.
Like World War II is very much like the righteous war, isn't it? Like you are
I'm
fighting an enemy. That's
I'm
doing
not saying
bad
this
shit.
in defence of them. I'm not.
No.
I'm not their lawyer here saying, "Hey, you didn't hate the First World War Germans. Why does second get this ostracised?"
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no. As far as I know. Like you were saying, it's like not only you fighting like zombies, but they're Nazi zombies, and it's like one of those things that's like it's just like quite like absurd fun, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
like not zombies alone, they have to go, but Nazi zombies. Oh, it's your duty to kill them now.
Yeah.
It's not just survival anymore. It's become moral.
Yeah. That's true. Isn't it? I think
There's zombies. You know, there's zombies taking the wrong side.
I think there's a thing that, or it is now, I don't know if it was then, but the reason why like some video games sort of get 18 rated and 15 rated is because of
I always thought
shooting.
it was nudity or something.
Well, apparently it's in video games, it's there's an aspect of like whether you're shooting someone that is unarmed. So it's like if it's shooting
like GTA.
Yeah, so it's like if you're shooting back at if your enemy that you're supposed to kill is shooting back at you, you know, that's like.
What rating do they give the Call of Duty games?
Well, it's weird. In the UK, it's 15, but in America, I believe it's an 18.
You think, given how
or R-rated, as they say.
You think how lax they are with guns, they'd rate it U or something.
I mean, if you can find any of those guns that are in World at War, then you've probably got a shit ton of money. Then
wasn't that a big problem in like when they remade like. Was it Call of Duty World War One or something? And they had a bunch of guns that they didn't have available in like the First World War.
Oh, I think that was Battlefield 1. But
Might have been Battlefield.
Yeah, but then the thing is, it's like, you know, they've got to make a video game. like if you want to have like a historical like World War One game, then play something like Verdun or something like that.
An historically accurate World War One game is your guy dies of trench foot before he gets into combat.
Yeah.
You know, because.
Yeah, but it's like like
well, you go over the top and just instantly cut down by machine gun fire.
I mean, you can get like Verdun is like it's sort of. I mean, it is the more realistic sort of thing. It's like someone 200 yards away is like a threat, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, but like if you want it, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Nazi zombies. I think definitely. I mean, that's such a. Even though it started off as like a
joke,
a side. It? Yeah, it was a side thing. It's like you complete the campaign on World at War, then you get to play this sort of extra, but everyone loved it.
It started in like Black Ops when you were like the US presidents. Like I remember there was Kennedy.
World at War was the first one. That was World War
II. And they had zombies?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nazi zombies. And then Black Ops 1, because it's World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and then Black Ops.
God damn this franchise.
Yeah.
Are they still going?
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah. What was the last one I kept my head above the ground for? Like Advanced Warfare or something.
Oh, did you play that?
I know that's quite old. I didn't play it, but I was aware of it. I don't know how.
I think the last Call of Duty game I played was Black Ops 2. Yeah, Black Ops 2, I think was the last Call of Duty game I played.
Fuck.
And that had zombies. But the thing is, what I loved about World at War is it was so simple. It was like, you have these barricades, zombies come in waves, there are rounds, there are guns that you get points for shooting zombies, you collect those points as sort of currency, then you can get guns from a magic box, you can open doors, that's it. And then Black Ops came, they made it way better because they made different maps, different sort of powers and stuff like that, made it better. And then It just started getting more and more sort of fancy and convoluted. But the issue with that is it's like if you didn't change anything or made it simpler, the fans would complain. If you make it more complicated and add loads of stuff, the fans will complain. You still lose. But
you can't please everyone.
But like the first one, that is my zombie. That is my zombie game.
If I was to create a zombie game, I would do an RPG where you're a zombie and every brain you eat, you gain XP.
Oh,
and
you are the zombie.
Yeah, and as you eat brains and gain XP and level up, you gain new zombie abilities, and you can gain the ability to start running fast. Maybe you develop zombie fingernails, zombie armor in case someone's firing.
Or you can
at
hide in like a shadowy, like a stealth sort of thing.
Yeah.
Jump out like an assassinate thing.
And the goal, and maybe you can buy people, not eat their brains, and have them as like a little minion that you can send out to distract someone. Like that's what I do.
Like in what's it fucking Skyrim? Like you can get like mates.
Oh, companions.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd make like a zombie RPG, like sort of like they recently came out with a game called Manhunter, where you're a shark, where you basically gain shark upgrades for every person you eat and all that sort of thing. I'd have a zombie version of that.
Oh, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Isn't that a thing as well? Zombie sharks, like they attribute it to the aquatic life as well. So you see like zombie sharks where they've got like decayed. Oh, really? You can see their ribs and all that sort of thing.
That's cool. It's like again like Game of Thrones. Like you have like the rotting horses and shit like that they ride. They have like a bit of jawbone that's like hanging off and stuff like that.
So I guess that brings us to the biggest question most of all. Rob, you and me are in a zombie apocalypse. Let's say let's be fair. It's not the 28 days later zombies because we die. Let's give us a normal zombie apocalypse here. We'd fucking die. Shut up. You would not survive. You in your fucking bunker. You'd starve to death. Piss off. Do you remember that was a thing as well? Those fucking people would genuinely make zombie survival kits and everything, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah.
You saw memes of them on Facebook, like in case of zombies break this, and it's like a little zombie survival guide and all that. Those are books.
What's it like?
Printed books of this shit.
What's it like? Zombie preppers or whatever they're called.
Oh, I think they were evolved. They're like the descendants of the people during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Like apocalypse preppers, like people that wait for nuclear war.
I think that's what. I think that's
derived
what it was.
from them.
Yeah, I think what it was, and then people, obviously, the internet like takes those prisoners, so they just like make jokes, be like, oh yeah.
What's that? Someone who's naturally paranoid got on board with the idea of zombies? You don't say. But yes, it's the zombie apocalypse. Rob, do you have a plan to survive the zombie apocalypse? Say it happens where you live and all that sort of thing.
Right here.
You look outside the window and you see zombies coming up the street. Do you have a plan?
Yes.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Get in my car and drive real fucking fast.
You're going to go outside?
Well, only for like a
second.
second.
What if as you step out your door, there's one right behind you? Gah! Right on the neck.
Well, I'm obviously going to check the corners before I open the door.
Okay.
All right? I mean, I'm not just going to like run out there.
All right, where are you
going to
make
go?
Sure there might be zombies on the street. There might be crashed
that's
cars.
What the car's for.
Well, you know cars quite well. There's only certain like meat-filled bodies a car will hit before it's just broken.
Yeah.
You haven't got yourself a giant Land Rover.
No, I don't. But I feel that I could probably get the way the street's set up. I don't know how many cars would be sort of crashed on my street because it's kind of out of the way. I reckon I could like do it.
Okay, where are you going to go?
Be all right. I'm going to go home, Hampshire, because it's in the middle of nowhere. It's on top of a big hill where I can see everything, and it's got guns.
Just to really point out there, you brought your partner with you, right? Or have you just grabbed the keys and gone?
I mean, it depends.
Sorry, mate.
It depends where... It depends on the context.
No fucks about repopulating the earth. Fuck off, I'm surviving.
Well... Again, depends on the context,
So straight to the countryside, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. But question is, where would you go? What would you do?
Well, sadly,
I also might pick you up.
Oh, thanks.
Because I think this podcast will need to carry on to lift people's spirits during the inevitable, apocalypse.
Well, this won't be a popular episode then.
Well, then at least every
nostalgia.
And we'll end each episode afterwards by saying, and just to remind you, we fucking told you so.
Imagine that, it's a zombie apocalypse and somehow humanity survives. I wonder how many years it would have to take before irony comes back and then people can listen to this episode again. You know, it's been 70 years since humanity ever killed the zombies. Can we laugh about it now?
Yeah, just be looking at it and be like, ooh, that dislike ratio though. Ooh.
Oh. This is a quick aside because I want to mention this. I follow someone on YouTube called the Nostalgia Critic, and he wants to do a review about the Adam Sandler movie Jack and Jill. But the thing is, terrible film, right? At that time when he brought that review out, there was a massive, controversy happening with his company at the time because the head of the company had done some misconduct.
And everyone, Nostalgia Critics one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I know about that.
Yeah, and everyone was pissed off at everyone there. So that review has thousands of dislikes. But as we are now, you click on that video and all you think of, because the controversy's over, is like, wow, a lot of people are defending Jack and Jill.
I think...
Because all those dislikes because of the controversy.
To be fair, though, I can see why it did, though, because it's like... they really fucked up, and then he just made a video like nothing had happened, and you're like, mate, like, come on, like you gotta be sensitive.
Yeah, he didn't want to get involved and all that.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, it was like very much like because his brother as well. It was very like because I watched like a whole documentary on it.
Oh. Yeah.
This guy called The Right Opinion. This guy, he does like long sort of
that
videos.
Channel Awesome.
Yeah, he did, and like, mate, they really fucked up. But then they just like made videos, and they put out an apology, which literally had the phrase, "I'm sorry you feel that way," and you're just like, and then they just made this, and then this video came out that was like, you know, as if nothing had happened, and you're like, really, your next video that's coming out is not addressing any of the terrible stuff you guys have done. Like, are you
there is
kidding?
the phrase, "the show must go on."
Yeah, I know, but it's like, come on, guys, like.
If we ever got into a massive scandal and all that sort of thing, would we address it in an episode?
Well,
I don't know what you've done.
It depends how bad it would be.
I just immediately assume it's...
I mean, assuming that I mean, we're not good people, but I don't think that we're so bad that we would, you know, cover up rape.
Oh no, we're not. We're bad people, but we're not scumbags.
Yeah, exactly. They covered up rape, so
You'll sneeze. We won't say bless you, but we'll still hold the door open for you.
Yeah.
Take that for whatever it is, but
actually, also don't sneeze as us because you know there's this whole there's this whole thing going on right now.
But no, the only reason I mention that is because now if you go on that video of Jack and Jill, all it looks like is that a bunch of people are pissed off that you badmouthed Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
That just makes me laugh. Because obviously people eventually stop talking about controversies.
Yeah, once it's like died down, they do.
There's always the next one.
Yeah.
But I was talking about zombies in some sort of way.
What would you do?
What would I do? As we know, sadly, I live in a very populated area because you're in very suburbanized sort of area with just houses, but I live right next to a city centre. Very busy, very populated.
I mean, you're like a couple of streets off from the high street, aren't you?
I guess because of how close I am to a Tesco's, a supermarket, I might get my partner and be like, because we have weapons and knives and all that sort of thing. I've still got my Bokken and my Tonfas and all that. So if we can fight our way to a Tesco's, that's at least a heavy food supply. Yeah. It involves going down our street, across a couple roads and all that sort of thing, which is a risk because they could be everywhere.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of like barricading ourselves in our flat is just we're gonna starve to death.
Yeah.
So I'd say like obviously zombie apocalypse, it comes to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where it's like you got to source of food, source of water, and shelter. We'd already have shelter, but food and water is not guaranteed. I especially imagine during the zombie apocalypse, the taps will stop working very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, look at what's happened over the last year or so. And that wasn't even a zombie apocalypse.
Although they say supermarkets are not the best place for zombie apocalypses, because obviously of all the aisles and all that, a zombie could be fucking anywhere.
Around the corner as well. But then you'd think also that we'd probably see that zombies are sprouting up on the news and stuff.
Social media does make it a lot harder for it to sneak up on us.
Yeah, I feel like if suddenly I saw a load of zombies walking down my street, I'd be like, yeah, this is probably kind of my fault for not
But wasn't that
preparing.
the point of Shaun of the Dead? Like, at first he didn't notice the zombies because everyone just thought they were pissheads and all that sort of thing.
And he was like really hungover, yeah.
Yeah.
But there was like 1 or 2 zombies. It was sort of like that thing. It's like everyone just goes through everyday life like ignoring shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Amount of,
that was the joke, wasn't it?
the amount of but to be honest though, the amount of drama you would just walk past because you're like, I have no time for this. Like, does this affect me?
Yeah. As a wise woman once said, ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah.
Honestly though, if it was the slow zombies, I'm thinking about what I have available at my house.
If it was slow zombies, I could probably pick you up.
I have blunt objects. In terms of like killing zombies, I have blunt objects. I don't think I'm going to get a kitchen knife right through a zombie's skull, if I'm being honest.
The skull's really fucking hard.
Yeah, exactly.
It's removing the head or destroying the brain. You could probably like smash it in.
I recently got my own Mjolnir, and that thing had a bit of weight to it, so I might be able to cave a few zombies' heads in before it breaks.
I've got a bayonet and a skein-do. That's about it.
A bayonet could work, because if you get a zombie like under the jaw going upwards, you might reach the brain.
And it's
there.
one of those SMLE bayonets. If anyone knows what those look like, they're sort of about 24 inches long. They're almost like a little mini kind of sword.
And
but that's about it.
Like we said earlier, we're an island country, so a lot of people will get out to the ocean very easily.
Yeah, and we're right by the sea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a point.
Yeah, so we could hijack a boat.
Oh, that's
Yar! We'd be pirates.
We could drive up to the pier, I suppose, and just sort of get down onto the Grand Pier and sort of like be like Dark Knight Rises style, destroy the bridge.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
But like I said,
don't know how we destroy that though.
But like I said earlier, with fucking the Pirates of the Caribbean, what if they go under the water and they start climbing the fucking... Like, remember World War Z when they all sort of piled up towards that massive wall to keep them out?
But then I'm also thinking, what if it's like Game of Thrones zombies, where like they don't go in water, so they can't swim? Maybe? I don't know. They're really fast, but they can't swim.
We live in a
But apparently they can actually swim, because I remember they drag the fucking dragon out of the water, don't they?
Yeah.
So maybe they can. Maybe some of them can swim. I don't know. Plot holes. It was season 7.
Yeah, they began to stop giving a fuck.
Yeah.
I guess as long as we could hold out until winter, because like I said, winter will fuck up zombies. They'll get frostbite, their limbs will freeze, they'll be fucked. Because again, Greenland will... I don't know if they have Wi-Fi there or food or anything, but they're fine. Zombies aren't going to affect Greenland.
But like, if one zombie gets to Greenland, if one zombie gets to Greenland, starts biting people, then it's over, isn't it?
Even
if it's really so cold. Dense, like population though, like the more dense the population is.
Well, I've played that video game Plague on my iPhone, on my phone or my smartphone and all that sort of thing. And again, Greenland is the hardest country to infect because it has like a population on the game of like 50,000, and that's it.
Oh yeah, that's fucking nothing. Isn't it? But,
okay, so what would be your weapon of choice?
Yeah, I was literally about to ask it. What is the best zombie weapon? Like, if you had if you went to a place or whatever, and someone said, "What weapon do you want to kill zombies?" and I'll give it to you. What weapon would you have?
Now
Okay, this is 2-part. What weapon would you have, and what do you think is the most effective weapon? Because there's fun, and then there's practicality.
I'd also say the worst weapon to have.
Oh yeah, we'll do that.
I'll throw that on the end as well, because the worst weapon is your first thought, which is the most fun weapon to have, which would be a chainsaw.
Oh.
And that would be the worst weapon to have because it's so loud. Even if it's... you get gas-powered or electric-powered ones. Electric-powered ones, there's no guarantee of power and gas runs out and all that. And again, they're so loud, which attract more to you.
I think guns are probably a little bit louder than chainsaws, or like a lot louder than chainsaws. Like a gun is like
obviously,
really loud.
Chainsaws are continuous, sort of revving and
but a gun, like, I think a gun is actually probably one of the worst because for
maybe
like
a shotgun.
noise. Well, any sort of gun is definitely worse for noise.
Well, if you've got a suppressor or anything on it.
Yeah, potentially. But even so, like a gun is loud. If you've got like a rifle, even if it's like supersonic, guns are really loud, and like the zombies will hear it. Also, if you shoot a gun inside, that'll basically just flashbanged the room and yourself, which
Plus,
is really bad as well.
Chainsaws are really short range as well,
Yeah.
so your only way to kill a zombie with that is to get really close to it. So I'd say a chainsaw is the worst weapon to use.
Yeah, I think
Because at least guns are loud, but you can get them from a distance.
You can get them from a
Chainsaws are
distance,
up close;
yeah.
they're melee weapons.
Yeah. Also with guns, once you fired that round, like it's done. Like I think, like say a crossbow, bow and arrow. At least you might have the chance to pull it out the zombie, but you're not going to go digging around for a bullet and pick up you can't.
Well, again with shotguns, they can only hold so many rounds. If you've got like a double barrel, you're fucked. You got to reload that. You're eaten, and you get those tactical shotguns. But even then,
they can eight.
Eight rounds, and then you've got to reload that sort of thing.
Unless you're in the UK, in which you got 3, but you can have like a special license to get 8. But again,
for what?
8 special license to have 8 rounds in a magazine.
Yeah, but for what reason?
For a shotgun. Pest control.
Okay. How do you justify needing 8?
Well, I mean, you don't need to. I mean, you should.
Zombies are everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
They're eating the carrots.
Yeah, I don't think that anyone in the zombie apocalypse would be like, oh, do I really need 8 rounds in this shotgun? No one said that.
Which is another point, ammo control and obviously trying to fucking minimize overusing your rounds and all that sort of thing. So if you like Deadpool sort of thing, you got to see if you can get to a moment when 2 zombies are behind each other. Just to retain as much ammo as you can.
Yeah, and again, it's like ammunition. Again, much like with the chainsaw, you don't know when you're next going to find ammunition. And you don't know if you're going to find the right ammunition. So that's why I think guns and chainsaws, they are definitely actually not. It's only good as long as you have loads of ammunition, which is not guaranteed. So I think guns are actually a weak side for a zombie apocalypse.
There is something to say for melee weapons, because melee weapons don't run out as long as they don't break.
They're also quiet. Yeah, and also, even if, they're blunt, you can still smash a head with it.
Like a sledgehammer. If you've got good aim sort of thing, you could cave in a head and it's instantly reusable.
I don't know. I don't think I'd use a sledgehammer because it's big and heavy. You have to carry it around. And it's, kind of unwieldy. I think...
Maybe I'd use one, but...
Yeah, but maybe something short. I think maybe actually just, a regular hammer, like a claw hammer. It's very small.
So it's impressive.
It's not heavy. But it's practical, and it's a one-handed thing. You can hit with it, and it's quite maneuverable. I think a claw hammer's actually quite good. It's quiet. It doesn't need to be sharpened. Claw hammer. I think
if that's the case, you may as well just use an ice pick then, because that can just go straight into the head and out.
Yeah, but an ice pick might snap though.
That's a point.
I think a claw hammer would be less likely to snap.
What about maybe a sword? If you could just decapitate, cool. But then you'd have to make sure you keep it sharp. You'd have to have whetstones.
And again, with assuming that we're doing the kind of classic zombie that you have to remove the head or destroy the brain.
Yeah.
So a sword, you can stab that zombie as many times in the gut, but it ain't gonna do anything.
No, you'd have to cut the head off.
And cutting someone's head off. Yeah. And also cutting a head off is very difficult. It depends what kind of sword. If you had a rapier.
The spine is very tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would have to be I think the sword would have to have some sort of weight to it. I don't think it could be one of those sort of kind of needle kind of swords that. No, I don't think.
A lot of people would stereotypically assume to use a katana, but as someone that knows swords, katanas are very brittle. They are not meant for repetitive use. They need to be carefully maintained. And you could decapitate a zombie in a clear cut, but 4 zombies later, your sword's broken.
And also, they're cutting weapons as well. It's cutting through bone that's going to affect it. So maybe a bastard sword, or maybe, but again, a 2-handed weapon is heavy. You have to carry it around all the time.
That doesn't bother me as much.
Also, I don't know where I'd find one, but if anyone knows,
that's another point. In terms of say a rocket launcher, it goes without saying in close quarters why that's not a good idea.
Yeah, as well as finding the ammunition for a rocket launcher, carrying it around. Maybe, I mean, you were talking about Tonfas. A Tonfa might be actually quite good because they're quite short, they're quite maneuverable, they're not hugely heavy, and you can cause blunt force trauma. I'd say quite easy with them, can't you?
Well, Tonfa, you wouldn't necessarily use the long end of it. What I would do is I would have the long end of it. Say a zombie's trying to bite me, I could use that as a shield.
Yeah.
And on the end of the short bit, I would maybe hammer a nail cut halfway into it, so that when I go for the forehead, it brains it.
And you can also smash with them. So and also they're not you can carry 2 of them. So like even if you're not using two, you can maybe give one to a friend to use.
Very true.
So that's practical as well. I think blunt objects that don't need like replenishing are probably the best because least amount of maintenance.
A warhammer would be helpful.
Yeah, or like
that takes me back to a sledgehammer. Sort of thing.
But then maybe like like you see in like World War One, there's trench clubs that are like kind of short that you can just like bash people with. Those are, like you fashion something like that. Like that would probably be.
Well, that might depend on whether you've got a fresh zombie or an old zombie. Because a zombie that's been around for a while may be very rotted, and the skull might be a little bit more brittle. A fresh zombie, like someone that became a zombie a few hours ago, they've still got the exact same durable anatomy as a regular human. They've only been infected for a short time.
Yeah.
So it's going to be harder to do all the sort of normal stuff to them. A zombie that's like a year old, they're going to be a flailing, mushy mess.
But again, like, just blunt force trauma, like, you just hit something hard enough, eventually it's going to crack, isn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, then maybe spiked knuckle dusters.
Yeah. Again, but you'd have to be so close, wouldn't you? You don't...
That is true, but you have a lot more control over it. Like, with your fist, you can, like, do that really quickly. So say you're surrounded, like, you said with your hammer and all that, you've got to swing that and bring it out. It's not as quick.
You get, like, this trench knives as well that are, like, knuckle dusters with, like, a blade on the end.
Well, there you go. There may be a knife sort of thing, but then again, you'd have to be, like, aim for the eye sockets to reach the brain.
I even saw one, like a World War One trench knife that's literally like a bit of steel that someone has just curved round. That's a spike.
What,
like
similar to
really
the Gurkha knife?
No. It's literally like they got a bit of metal, curved it round, made a handle, and then just sharpened the end, and that was it.
Or like a sickle?
No. Like they got like a straight bit of metal.
Right.
Curved like one end around, so it made a handle, and then just sharpened like an end, like
so
a really
you probably couldn't handle
thing.
that quite well.
No, but it's like a sort of stabbing kind of close combat. But then again, it's like how many zombies are around you? Like if I had like knuckle dusters, and they were like, even if there were like 3 zombies, like 2 or 3 zombies, I don't think I want to get that close. I want something with some range.
Again, this might be because I'm a martial artist and all that sort of thing. Again, on just regular knuckle dusters, that's not going to do nearly enough. I would need knuckle dusters with like spikes on the end, at least maybe like a good few centimeters long for each knuckle sort of things, like 1, 2, 3 sort of thing. And again, but two-handed sort of thing as well, and they're easy to carry and they're not heavy because you mentioned the sledgehammer, really heavy, got like around, but something like your hand, like a gauntlet. Like spiked gauntlets as well, especially if a zombie like tries to grab you. You got this big fucking gauntlet. That
and you can also use it to like push away and stuff.
Yeah. So get like a really fucking like a medieval styled fucking studded gauntlet sort of thing. That might be able to do, and it would make smashing a head in a lot easier. So a reinforced power glove sort of thing.
Yeah. Like a makeshift sort of like power fist.
But I'd say if you're going to have someone that's got a short range weapon, you need someone else that's a long range. Like imagine someone with a gauntlet, with 2 gauntlets, and then one person with a sniper. So someone could get the long range ones that are walking up, and someone to take care of the ones that are at close range.
I suppose it depends on the situation. I think I would rather probably be in close combat next to someone with 2 people. That would probably be better if you're fighting zombies rather than one person dealing close combat and one person farther away, because it's like you can't help each other. Because like say like someone who's in close combat is getting overwhelmed, you're not going to try and risk shooting them. But then say like a zombie snuck up on the person that's long range, then the person who's close combat can't help. I think like
true,
like maybe like kind together.
I had a funny moment for when we eventually do the Arthur and Angus movie. I've told you this story before. It's like the idea like Arthur and Angus are being overwhelmed, surrounded by zombies, and they're on a giant barricade of chairs or whatever from like Les Miserables. And Angus,
they definitely hold up in a theatre, wouldn't they?
And Angus is on top. This is like if it was a movie, and Angus is on top, and he's got like a machine gun, and Arthur is stood on the floor, and he's got the sword Excalibur, and they're both, so Arthur is slicing and dicing those at the front, and Angus has got the gun, and he's shooting down all the ones behind the ones that Arthur's slicing up.
It'd be fucking ridiculous.
I just love the idea of that, and I pictured like this for some reason the Linkin Park song, the chorus "Numb," playing while that's happening.
Oh, I think we need.
All those zombies, like Arthur's slicing
I think
them up,
we
and
need
then
some-
Angus is like.
That sounds a little too cool for Arthur. Now. I think there needs.
Well, that-
I think there needs to be a song that's just like really uncool or something like that.
Oh, we could have
I
one
don't
cool
know.
moment.
We could have one cool moment.
Again,
Okay, so
okay, so in to answer my thing, my perfect weapon, I'm gonna go with maybe spiked knuckle dusters or gauntlets because they're so reliable and very lightweight, and I'll be able to get the heads. Worst weapon's definitely a chainsaw, and the most fun weapon I'd choose would probably be a scythe.
probably a side, yeah.
So I could,
most
so I
fun.
could pretend I'm like an anime badass sort of thing. Like I'd let the zombie slowly walk while I'm holding it out to the side, and then just sort of like run up to them Naruto style. And like,
Damn, what would be? Huh. You see,
if I got to choose a fun weapon,
yeah.
sort
I'm
of
trying to
thing.
think of like a fun one.
Why do I picture you using like a combine harvester?
Yeah.
It's like.
Oh no! I know what I'd use.
What's that?
Fun weapon. I'd use. Okay, so I need to pull up a photo for you to see. Some people might know this.
Well,
Right.
describe it for our
Okay, so
auditory
basically,
listeners.
so in World War II, the Allies invented this tank that was supposed to clear mines, and basically had this thing sticking out on the front with loads of chains on it. Then it would start up the engine, and it would spin and spin and spin and spin and spin, and then and then they would clear minefields with it, and the chains would then hit mines, and the mines would explode.
What, and the tank would be okay?
Yeah, hang on, I'll show you. I'll show you a photo. Yeah, that's what it looks like. All right.
Oh.
So the front of it is called a flail tank, the mine flail tank. So that thing spins at ridiculous rates.
Did it work?
Yeah, it works. It cleared minefields.
All right.
And yeah, so that's what it looks like in action. Basically, it flails around. So I drive around.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So if you look up flail tank, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'd be mowing down zombies with that.
That's an interesting idea.
For my fun weapon. Obviously, I'd need petrol and, well, also, one of those tanks that worked. But if I could, if someone said, yeah, I can get you one of those,
A tank would be a good safe
Yeah.
space from a zombie because they're not going to open the hatch. But again,
you lock it in.
But that's the problem though. How long for though? Because a zombie will wait for you to starve to death.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
And nothing's more worse than being trapped in an unescapable prison.
But if anyone, depending on how it goes, I reckon people would be like, man, do you remember that guy that just fucking killed zombies with a flail tank? My God. I mean, despite the fact he was in a tank, I bet he had a really big penis and
I don't know if you've
was
seen
not
the
self-conscious at all.
Zombieland movies, but they had a thing called
Yeah.
Zombie Kill of the Week, and that would
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
get on there.
Oh, I can't believe we haven't fucking talked about those films, mate. Those.
Oh,
Those-
we'll get to. We're on our way to those because
Yeah.
obviously we talked about the main zombie movies, like we mentioned.
Yeah. We talked about games.
Warm Bodies. We mentioned obviously.
Is that a main zombie movie? Warm Bodies, really?
I'd say it's
I
one.
don't
I'd
think
say
it
it's
is.
one of the most unique ones because again,
Yeah.
name me one other zombie rom-com.
It is. It does subvert expectations for zombie films. I for sure.
And then we come to ones like Shaun of the Dead, and of course the comedy zombie movies. Those only came.
Shaun of the Dead is a comedy zombie movie.
I think but the comedy ones only came at the end of the craze because again, people took it seriously for
Yeah.
so long that eventually comedy needed to make fun of them.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
got films like Zombieland, which are good.
Yeah.
Funny enough about Zombieland, it was never intended to actually be a film on its own. It was actually originally intended to be a series of different sketches.
Oh, really?
Hence why it had the individual scenes about the rules and all that, about how to survive
yeah.
Zombieland. It was meant to be individual sketches, and then they were like, fuck it, we'll make it a film.
I think that's very true what you said about how like when you take stuff seriously, that eventually becomes parody. So like thinking, for instance, like. Have you heard of Hot Shots with Charlie Sheen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that, parody of sort of like, kind of like Rambo and kind of
Yeah.
like Vietnam. I mean, very much a parody of Rambo. Well, the second one's a parody of Rambo and stuff like that. And sort of like films that are serious, then there is parody, which I think is definitely
Well,
happening.
like
with
Scary
zombies.
Movie, like
Yeah.
horror films that they took the piss out of.
Think Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Love Spaceballs. And also
The
Blazing
radar's
Saddles.
jammed.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles, after all the
There's a film that would go
thing.
well with today's cultural climate.
not the worst film though.
What did he say?
Song in the South. But yeah, again, like Spaceballs, parodying Star Wars and stuff like that.
And I like Zombieland. I saw the second one with my partner and all that. It wasn't-
Double tap.
It wasn't, if I'm being violently honest, it wasn't as good as the first one. It was kind of, I've always said this about sequels. A good sequel jumps off from the original, like your Terminator 2, your Aliens and all that sort of thing. A bad sequel wallows in the original. And Double Tap did kind of wallow in the original.
I think, I mean, Double Tap, I think, is very much aware of itself. I mean, there's that bit, isn't it?
I think it's aware of how much people like it.
Yeah, I mean, like for instance, there's that bit, and because it's America, like we're talking about, like when they see that Humvee, it's just full of guns or whatever, and they start just shooting the guns up in the air for like absolutely no sort of fucking reason.
But there's a moment in Double Tap when the two main characters, Woody Harrelson.
Spoilers, by the way.
When Woody Harrelson and the kid from The Social Network,
Jesse
Eisenberg.
Come on, Lex Luthor, man. You've seen not Justice League.
Batman v Superman.
Yeah, that's it.
I think
Zack Snyder. Yeah, he's Lex Luthor.
Sadly, yeah. And basically they run into these two other versions of themselves in Double Tap that are exactly like carbon copies. And there's an excruciating 5-minute scene of them just trading their differences back and forth. And it's like... Fucking hell, the film's being held hostage here.
I think that's very true in film, is that like 5 minutes doesn't sound like very long, but when it's like in film, 5 minutes is actually a long time.
It's a very long time. I did like in the new they created, like, I guess it's based on the game Left 4 Dead. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, I've played Left 4 Dead.
They created like these types of zombies in Double Tap because they had the Homer zombie, which they named because apparently this zombie's like a bumbling fucking idiot that will happily wander into traps and you can kill for fun. They created this like assassin zombie that's like moves like a fucking ninja. Can't remember what they called it. Like super fast, and before you think about it, it's got you. And then they created the third one, which was the Terminator zombie. That basically is really fast and you can shoot in the head and it will still keep coming. It's like every individual cell is its own brain.
That I don't. Yeah, I think it does sound like a cool concept, like having different sort of like, quote unquote classes of zombie.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know.
It was based on the idea of can zombies evolve? Sort of thing. Can zombies adapt to us the way we adapt to them?
I think like Shaun of the Dead sort of harks back to it, saying that like some of the zombies, because obviously like there are still zombies around. They say like some of the zombies maintain some of their basic motor functions. So like say you were like, I don't know, like a sprinter and you loved athletics, you can understand why that would be a fast zombie. You know what I mean?
The zombie Nicolas Cage at the end who can still play video. No, not Nicolas Cage.
Nick Frost.
Nick Frost. Fuck's sake. Nicholas Frost at the end who can still play video games with him.
Yeah. So you can imagine. You can sort of imagine that like like a zombie that loved athletics, would probably run quite fast. And maybe there was a zombie that was really dumb, and so he gets shot in the head, but he's too dumb to know that he's not. Like dead. I don't know. I mean, I'm
not the biggest Woody Harrelson fan. I'll put that right there. I am not looking forward to him being Carnage in Spider-Man.
I mean, Woody Harrelson. I like him.
He was good in No Country for Old Men, even if his part was really minuscule.
Do you
even remember him from that?
I took a minute. I'm going to be honest, not really.
He was the cowboy sort of guy that spoke to a few people and then Anton shot him.
Wait. Woody Harrelson played the cowboy sort of guy. You're going to have to narrow that down, mate.
To be honest, he was on a TV series called True Detective with
Matthew
McConaughey, and that's actually a really good show.
Matthew McConaughey, he's from Texas, isn't he? So he's definitely a cowboy.
He's a pretty good actor. You can actually see him.
I love Matthew McConaughey.
I'd like to see him in a zombie movie.
I would as well.
No, you know what I want to see? Oh, that's actually a good question. What actor would you like to see in a zombie movie the most? As like the main character?
Oh... No.
My first thought goes to Nicolas Cage.
Oh, really? Can I only name one? Should we do top three?
We'll do it, top three.
So you got Nicolas Cage so far. Well,
he's number 3. Part of me wants to see fucking I'm drawing a blank on his name and it's annoying me. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Really?
I think he'd be interesting, but as long as he goes like full Leonardo. Sort of, I'm talking like Candyland, Leonardo DiCaprio on zombies.
Oh, right, yeah.
Holy shit, I want to see Django take on zombies. Anyway, getting distracted.
Oh, mate, that would be so good.
Confederate zombies!
Oh, my
Django
God.
killing Confederate zombies!
Oh, mate, Confederate zombies. Oh, shit.
That would be so
Oh, can you imagine that? Just like seeing. How fucking weird would that be? Can you imagine if it's like the Confederacy like got like a load like had some loads of zombies, and then what would it be? It'd just be a load of guys like fucking in lines, just shooting at zombies with like muzzle loading rifles.
I think if memory serves, the Confederate costume was like a grey uniform. Yeah,
it was grey.
It's like
they'd be called like the Greys, wouldn't they, or something like that? You know,
Grey Walkers.
Yeah, Grey Walkers. This is what we call Grey Walkers.
And Django with like 2 revolvers, like
what would it be? The War of Zombie Aggression.
Oh.
Oh, instead of calling them Johnny Reb, you'd call them Johnny Dead. Oh, mate, we need to make this happen.
Who are we going to fucking call?
Oh, I don't
Any
know.
producers listening to us, Confederate zombies for Django to kill. Get Jamie Foxx back to
Civil War zombie. Oh, Deadysburg. That's what we call it.
Oh, you killed it with that.
Oh, no, it's really good.
Deadies.
Yeah,
Deadies.
Deadysburg, as opposed to Gettysburg.
I get the part. Just say that out loud. Deadies.
Wait a minute.
Oh, and fucking Lincoln is like the biggest badass, like jacked. Get someone jacked. Get fucking The Rock to play Abraham Lincoln, and he's the biggest badass zombie slayer.
To get The Rock to play Abraham Lincoln.
Why not? And he's the most jacked zombie killer ever.
Oh, there's already, what's it, Lincoln versus Vampires?
Yeah, but that was shit.
I'm trying to think of like...
I'd see The Rock play Lincoln just to see what they do
with that top hat and beard.
Yes, you need the top hat and the chin strap beard.
Also got to get him like some tattoos as well.
Oh, he has to be sleeveless.
Yeah, definitely.
But he still has like a suit and respectable. But he's a jacked Lincoln.
You could get like a Robert E. Lee zombie like riding his horses and shit like that. Oh yes, Civil War zombie Deadysburg. That's what it's definitely be called. Fucking yes, I'm proud of that. You can't take it away from me.
But my number one actor, I guess I'd like to see in a zombie movie is Jim Carrey. I want to see. Oh, but he's old now. But I don't. But then again,
doesn't mean he can't.
He was quite energetic in the Sonic movie. If he can still be energetic, I almost want to see like Ace Ventura against zombies.
Can you imagine that?
The Mask against zombies.
Can you imagine if like the zombies are like banging on his door? You say, "Alrighty then,"
like Ash from Evil Dead when he goes groovy.
Okay, my top 3 people in zombie movies. My first one, I think, would be Ian McKellen.
Oh, what, dressed as Magneto or something? How's this old fuck gonna fight zombies?
No, just as like Gandalf.
Okay. Are we saying he's gone mad and he tries to use that to get him and then
I
swarm him?
reckon Ian McKellen will have like, he'll be like a really eloquent like zombie killer. I reckon he'd be like really good.
What, he'd have a rapier and a crossbow?
Yes. Yes.
That's my idea of elegant, by the way.
Yeah. No. I reckon he would. Oh god, wait. Can we? Oh, holy fuck! Can you imagine fucking Christopher Lee comes back from the dead as a zombie and then he has
with Count Dooku's lightsaber? Holy shit! Obi-Wan fighting fucking... God. Jedi versus zombies!
Yeah, exactly.
Jedi versus zombies!
Fucking Alan Rickman has to fight Bruce Willis. I don't know how they'd meet.
Wait, is this like zombies putting into Die Hard here or something?
I don't know, but no. Like,
Who told you we were zombies?
So I got Ian McKellen for my first one.
Okay.
My second one, I think... just because I feel like in like a zombie group, you know, like someone has to kind of be like kind of die or become a zombie. I think I'd make it like oh no.
You right there.
I just had like I want to make it like
I feel bad I didn't choose a woman.
Yeah. Well, Karen Gillan, obviously.
I was about to say, could you put down a Karen Gillan? Like again, in Shaun of the Dead when he's got a rifle to his mum. Could you do that to Karen Gillan?
No, and that would cause some very good screen time drama.
Could a zombie get pregnant?
I will come back to you and do research. I mean, I'll do research.
I mean, once again, on adult websites, the idea of zombies is indeed a category.
Is it actually?
It is. There's Silent Hill nurses.
Your friend told you that, right? Yeah.
There's actually, I don't know, I'll fucking say it. There's actually a concept called horror porn, and they're their own studio that actually explores like horror-themed pornography, and it's kind of hot.
So they call it horror, but spelt WHORROR.
No, it's spelled properly.
Aw. Mate, you missed a fucking trick there. Anyway.
Shit.
Third person.
Oh, horror porn.
Yeah, like horror porn.
I'm a retarded. So,
I'm.
Oh wait, fuck! I can't say that. We've been cancelled.
Oh no, you're. It's okay. He's a special. That sounds worse, actually.
Yes.
He's a special.
I wear arm weights when I eat soup.
Yeah.
Still waiting on a final person from you.
Oh yeah. I think my final person. Oh god, that's really difficult. I think my final person. I think like you said. You said like Dwayne. Oh no,
Dwayne
you didn't say
Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson
As Lincoln.
Oh yeah, as Lincoln, but not as your like third person that you'd have.
What are you saying, Arnold or something?
No, I was gonna say Kevin Hart.
That's a movie I wouldn't watch. I like Kevin Hart, but a lot of his films have sucked.
Yeah, no, that was quite a weak one.
I tried to watch what was it, Central Intelligence, like he had with the Rock.
David Tennant. I know David Tennant, 110%. David Tennant.
Scottish David Tennant.
Oh yeah, he is Scottish.
That's what I'm saying. But is he playing Scottish?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely David Tennant.
Okay.
Definitely David Tennant. Because then we have the Karen David.
Have they ever done zombies in Doctor Who?
Gas mask zombies.
I
was going to get into... They are basically zombies. Also, fuck that. I hate that kid. I actually... Like, Weeping Angels... Weeping Angels aren't shit, but that gas mask little bastard is the worst.
You'd think like Doctor Who would have done a lot of zombies, but...
I think they might have done zombies before. Oh, they sort of did the water zombies. They made
the Mars.
Yeah,
the Mars
and then they also did...
Water on Mars.
The Ood as well. They sort of made zombies. They're sort of angry.
People could turn into the Ood, couldn't they?
Or the Ood turned angry and evil and tried to kill people. So they sort of did zombies, but
was that on the episode where they met Satan?
Yeah, it was. Well, no, not on the actual episode. It was a two-parter.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't like a huge. I mean, some of it was good.
Let's quickly choose a female star we want to have. Are you sure you want Karen Gillan?
I definitely want Karen because.
In what context?
Well, I guess the in like the Jumanji context because she knows like acrobatics and like how to fight and stuff, and obviously you want like
dance fight,
and it will be a Scottish because like is it like look, I think it's like I'm Scottish, David's Scottish, Karen's Scottish.
Is she?
Yeah. And then, obviously Ian McKellen is just amazing. But he's a muck, so it's like McKellen. So it's going to be based in Scotland. It's going to be the Highlands of Scotland. That's where it's going to be based.
If we could raise her from the dead, maybe Margaret Thatcher versus zombies. And she slowly kills them off with austerity.
Oh, if you could bring one back from the dead. Oh, mate.
You know who'd be a badass in the American president, Roosevelt. Not the wheelchair guy, the other one.
Teddy,
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt. He'd be a badass. He would get on a horse with a fucking hat and he'd get like a fucking Smithsonian rifle. Smith & Wesson rifle, and he'd be like, let's get these fuckers.
Yeah. Also,
Wesson,
like, Wesson. Yeah. Also, it's like, even if he got bit, because, like, he got shot and then delivered, like, an 80-minute speech.
Yeah.
Like, after bitch. Like, he would get bitten and probably wouldn't turn into a zombie.
Just his pure patriotism, he'd concentrate it out of it. Yeah. The venom would just roll down his arm.
It's like, he's going to turn into a zombie. No, I'm sorry, sir. The America will eke out the poison.
The American dream overpowers that of the communist fucking zombies.
The communist fucking... It's like, these zombies crave blood. Blood is red and that is the colour of communism. But it's like, I may bleed red, but I also bleed white and blue.
That being said, Putin would probably be a badass with zombies as well.
God,
Like
yeah.
Putin would get zombies because he's ex-KGB. He'd be like, he'd be in his office. They'd burst through the door and he'd look up. And
then they'd walk
finish his documents, and then he'd address them. It's like, I give no fucks.
No, I think you probably look up and then they might walk out.
No, it offers them a cup of tea. Okay, that's a fair
Oh
one.
no, there definitely should be a scene where it's like the zombies are chasing after brains, and then there's like a load of politicians, and the zombies just walk past them.
No, that's actually a fun one. A famous world leader to go up against the zombies.
Do they have to be alive? Can they?
No, they can be dead.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Again, a part of me thinks, can you imagine Henry VIII? Because when he was a young man, he was actually quite a spry
Young.
motherfucker.
Oh, but would he be big though? Oh, he'd be a skeleton basically.
No, I'm not
Or
saying
just
he's
bring one.
risen from the dead. I'm
Oh,
saying
right,
you
yeah.
can get any famous world leader
Oh,
in their prime.
well, mate, fucking Leonidas, 100%. Sparta.
Oh,
Fucking get
Spartans
that
versus zombies. Well, that's pretty much the Persian army, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. Oh, mate, I was fucking really saying like, so you know how like Spartans always have like these fucking great sayings. Leonidas' father, I believe, had a fucking cool saying. That I was listening like sort of Spartans like thing, and there was like a Persian leader that even before Leonidas was like, like we want to conquer your land. And he was like, oh, how far do your borders reach? And literally, Leonidas' dad held up his spear, stuck it out, he went, about that far. I was just like, oh my god, oh that's so cool. Yeah, no, I'd have Leonidas. I'd have Leonidas. Like, I bet he'd be a great zombie killer. I mean, he fought people that were like conscious. I think he'd be great. And people that didn't have, and also the zombies wouldn't have bows and arrows, so I think he'd also be great.
Would the Spartans be able to push back against a zombie rush at the hot gates?
Ah,
Let's say like
Maybe
we got World War Z amounts of zombies pushing at the Spartans. Would they be able to hold?
No, I don't think so, but I want to watch it anyway. I mean, we'll make it like a short film.
Oh.
I think, Leonidas would be a good...
I think Churchill would have been pretty cool against zombies himself. A cigar in one hand and a double-barrel shotgun in the other.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
Churchill...
I'll be sober and you'll still be dead.
Maybe Churchill. I think he'd die quick. I think Leonidas would last longer than Churchill.
Well, yeah, Churchill was a fat shit. But...
Yeah. Although, to be fair, if you can't fight them drunk, don't fight them at all.
Or if you're gonna die by zombies, don't die sober.
Yeah.
Get the loot!
Yeah.
Get the loot! I'm not dying sober. Another reason I want Leonardo DiCaprio to fight zombies.
Also, I find this would not go well. I know this.
Oh shit!
But Hunter S. Thompson.
Remind me.
You know, Fear and Loathing. Hunter S. Thompson.
Oh. He's gonna die.
Yeah, I know, but I'd like to see, because he loved like guns as well. Like, I just imagine his son, someone was giving brains to these animals. You know, I mean, that'd be fucking hilarious.
How long do you think John Wick would last against zombies?
Oh.
Say he's got a good couple handguns. Let's be modest here.
And
Say
a pencil.
32 rounds per handgun. That's a good clip, isn't it? Like 16.
No, he has like 17 in his pistol. 17 rounds. So if you had 2, that'd be 34.
But again, it's
then
like
have his
one shot per
pencil.
zombie because he does headshots like a motherfucker. So
I guess you could get. I mean, in the first one he has like an AR at one point, doesn't he?
let's
When he's
put
about
John
to be
Wick in the
ambushed.
middle of a nightclub and zombies come running in.
And he's got like a pencil and glasses. Yeah, like if he smashed some alcohol glasses, you know, he could
Let's
probably.
give the man a gun. I think.
Yeah.
I'd watch John Wick versus Keanu Reeves as John Wick versus zombies.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, like most of the people he fights are basically zombies. Like they all suck at their jobs. Essentially, I mean,
These
don't they?
apparent world-class assassins.
Yeah. I'd definitely see John Wick against. But here's one. What Marvel and so 2-part question. What Marvel and what DC character would you like to see against zombies?
Marvel-wise, I don't want someone overpowered because Thor would just like summon.
Just what you would like.
Thor would just summon lightning and zap them all.
But just like what you would like to see, even if like they would suck. Like, what do you think you'd like to see?
Hulk.
Hulk, yeah.
Because I have a feeling their bite wouldn't do anything, and the Hulk and his gamma radiation and all that stuff, it would just sort of. I want to see the Hulk just flatten like waves and waves, and the Hulk is just like endlessly swarming and splattering and smacking.
Yeah, that'd be good. And what DC character would you like to see against zombies?
Batman. Mainly because I want to see all of his contingency traps for them. Like we saw in Batman v Superman and all the different measures he had to fight Superman. I want to see Batman, a deserted city riddled with zombies, and see what he does to them.
Yeah, I reckon he'd probably I reckon the Batmobile would do good work as well. Like
the Batmobile, he'd have some maybe like frost grenades. He'd have some sort of measure.
Actually, he would be good because what's the thing? His flying thing in Dark Knight Rises, is it literally called the Bat?
The Batwing.
Yeah, the Batwing. He'd be pretty safe, and that's got like pretty heavy armor.
I feel he'd be a lot more clever rather than just sitting in the Batring and just shooting them.
Oh yeah, again, he's only got a finite amount of ammunition.
He'd be able to. He'd create all these sort of elaborate traps and all that. But who would you have then, Marvel?
Okay, Marvel-wise, I would have said the Hulk, but you said the Hulk. So Marvel-wise, I know
Captain Marvel.
It would. Yeah, but that's like boring. Marvel-wise, I think I would probably have Black Panther.
Oh, right.
Because his suit is like vibranium, right? So it's like virtually impenetrable. And also, whenever
a bite wouldn't work.
Yeah, and also when he takes damage, he gets more powerful, and then he could just like blast them away with that. Because when he like sort of builds up power, I'd like to see.
Can his suit? I know he's got like sharp claws, but would he be able to kill them?
Oh yeah, he could. Yeah, he could like smash their heads and stuff, can't he?
Sure. Right, but imagine if they all sort of swarm him all at once.
But then he takes damage and then he blasts them away, because that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Granted.
When he takes damage. I just want to see how long he would like last. I reckon he could rip someone's head off with this. Because they're vibranium, aren't they? So they're really, like, you can rip someone's bone with vibranium, surely.
Yeah, I'd say maybe like Bucky in the Winter Soldier, not as he is now. In the Winter Soldier would be interesting to watch. Because he's got that one vibranium arm with a gun in his other one. So a zombie runs up, he grabs it by the head, crushes it, and shoots all these other
thing
zombies.
Is that gun's not even belt fed. He's got a magazine sticking out of it. It's like, come on, man. So I'd have, for DC? Marvel... DC, so Marvel would be Black Panther. Bucky, maybe. But Black Panther, I think.
Fair enough.
And DC, this sounds like kind of shit, and I guess it is, but again, just to see how long they last, Deadshot.
Really? A villain?
Yeah, I think...
he's just got a sniper rifle, though, isn't he? Surely he's on a rooftop just picking them off.
Yeah, I'd like to see how long he lasts, though. I don't care if he's good or not.
Isn't that sort of what those monsters were in Suicide Squad, though? Just like pretty much might have well have been zombies.
Yeah, but like actual like zombies. I just want to see how many he could get, because eventually he would run out of ammunition, and he'd have to find other ways to like defeat them as well. Yeah. So he wouldn't just like sit there shooting. He'd eventually have to If
there's one man that's not going to run out of ammo, it's Deadshot.
Yeah, but he will eventually. Oh shit, maybe Frank from maybe the Punisher. Nah, that'd be boring. Oh, that might be cool actually.
Or Ghost Rider versus some fucking zombies. He's got his chain whip and all that sort. Although a penance stare wouldn't work well against zombies.
Oh yeah, no, probably not. No, it wouldn't.
Daredevil would be worthless against zombies. Let's be honest here.
He's like, I can hear zombies. Oh yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Like, oh really?
Yeah, I'm going to be really angry at them. Like, fuck off, Daredevil.
It's like, oh, honey, no.
Do you think Thanos' snap would include zombies?
It would include half the zombies.
But then there's still zombies left.
Yeah, exactly. But then he's kind of like basically a titan, isn't he?
Do you think a zombie's bite would work on Thanos? Zombie Thanos?
We'd be all fucked. Zombie Thanos would be all fucked. Well, actually, it depends. Well, yeah, no, because like, would he? It depends what he's like. I guess what his sort of original sort of thing is. Yeah, no, we'd be fucked. I don't even know why I just tried thinking of that. It'd be really bad. It'd be really bad.
I think Deadpool would be pretty fun against zombies.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be able to Oh, would he turn into a zombie?
He can't die, but there's no reason to say he can't be infected by anything. He has a healing factor, so maybe his healing factor would overcome a zombie virus.
Wolverine as well.
Again, healing factor, I think that would overcome a virus.
Yeah, so Deadpool and Wolverine would actually probably be the best.
Wolverine against us, I've just seen like Berserker mode Wolverine would be fucking awesome against zombies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man! Like that would be such a cool fight sequence.
Just the X-Men themselves, like I could picture all of them, like Cyclops and all that fighting off a zombie horde and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that would be cool. Deadpool would be good as well.
Deadpool, because he'd just make lots of jokes. He'd find really silly, elaborate ways to keep killing zombies.
Oh yeah,
like in Zombieland.
Yeah, he would. Like it'd be like gratuitous, but it would be like comedy violence. Which, much like Zombieland, it's like. And also, because it's Deadpool, he would definitely reference like Zombieland because he
third wall and all that. Fourth wall.
Yeah. Deadpool is a good one. Yeah.
In terms of DC, in terms of anyone that might be funny, for some reason my mind just went to Alfred. Alfred killing zombies.
Do you know what? I can imagine Alfred in like tweed with like a double barreled shotgun. Double barreled.
So now we're going into Cockneys versus zombies.
Oh, we got to talk about that. But like a double barreled shotgun, like draped over his arm or whatever. He's got like the cartridge. He's got like the cartridge belt, and he's got like his Wellington boots and his flat cap, and he's.
What about Arnold Schwarzenegger's The Terminator versus zombies?
Well, he literally would not be able to turn into a zombie because he's not.
He can't turn into a zombie. Who's to say he couldn't be overwhelmed? Would he be an effective killing machine against zombies?
Well,
zombies don't act like humans do they? So could a horde, say like let's say 500,000 zombies against 1,000 Terminators?
The things with Terminators is that, well, first of all, they're insanely strong, even stronger than zombies.
Right.
They can't be turned. And
but zombies are relentless.
Yeah, they are relentless. But Terminators, I think they're smarter. So they would probably develop like a plan how to defeat them, wouldn't they? Whereas zombies just charge towards you. Terminators, like 1,000 Terminators would develop.
I suppose Skynet could just drop a bomb on them.
Yeah, I suppose they could. But like if it was like Terminators versus zombies, do the Terminators have guns? Because if they have their guns, then it's like a one-way thing. But
yeah, that's true.
1,000. Oh, I think it would be Terminators because the Terminators are really smart as well. They're not just strong; they're smart as well. Zombies are kind of like dumb.
Judge Dredd versus zombies.
Oh my god!
He's in that building, but instead of Mama, all the floors are filled with zombies, and he's got his lawgiver with all those different functions. Judge Dredd taking out zombies.
Again, I reckon he'd die.
Really?
But I think it'd be cool though. Be along for the ride, mate.
I would watch Judge Dredd versus fucking zombies.
I'd watch that 100%.
Even Blade. I mean, I know it'd be watching him fight vampires, but I'd watch Blade fight zombies.
Oh, I'd definitely watch Blade.
Zombie vampires.
Yeah.
Wait, vampires and zombies are very similar.
Well, I think
they both transmit by bite, don't they? And all that.
And well, I mean, one of them has a fucking Twilight book named after them. Zombies.
Again,
shit! Is Warm Bodies like the Twilight of zombies?
Again,
is that what that is? I feel like that's what that is now.
I can't help but feel like there is zombie romance genre that we might not just be aware of.
Yeah.
There probably is.
The internet exists, which means that it probably is, right? Surely.
You could easily see a zombie as something to fall in love with. He's just misunderstood in his hunger for brains.
Yeah, he also probably smells awful because he's dead, right?
Oh, I can fix him. Thoughts will find any reason to try and fix a guy, even if he's a brain-eating...
He's just, like, misunderstood. Come on, guys. Even with zombies, violence shouldn't exist. But Cockneys versus zombies. I feel we need to talk about this film, because I actually...
That is an interesting one.
Love that film, because it's like... A bit like Shaun of the Dead, harking back to the beginning. It it is a very British, you know, it's very
I can't
British
imagine what
film.
America would think of when watching it.
They probably were like,
Be like us watching like Alabama Hicks versus zombies or something like that. Like fucking Louisiana
oh, I know.
sort of hillbillies against zombies.
Yeah, no, but like the main guy was the old guy. He's
not
like
necessarily
an old
calling
school-
Cockneys hillbillies. I'm not.
No, they're not, because it's like what's it? The main guy it's like an old school like gangster, isn't he? And that's why he's got that fucking M16 with the grenade launcher on
Holy
it.
shit! Tom Hardy's The Craze versus zombies.
Oh my god.
Oh, imagine that pub, but instead it's zombies. Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Lenny McLean fucking versus zombies.
Fucking Ronnie Cray versus zombies.
Bronson.
Bronson versus. Oh my god, that'd be some funny fucking shit.
Give him those gauntlets I was talking about.
Yeah.
And let's see how long
Yeah.
Bronson lasts
Thing is,
against zombies.
are the zombies angrier than Bronson?
That's a question.
That is a question for the. Yeah, no,
I'm about to say, you think of the American mafia versus zombies, that sounds boring as fuck. Like, imagine, like, the Prohibition, like, from the fucking Untouchables.
I mean, they have like, I think. Well, it's like.
That's what I think of when I think of American gangsters. I don't
Yeah.
think of The Sopranos.
Everyone thinks of like the Roaring Twenties, don't they? Because like Prohibition sort of gangsters stuff.
Again,
like
Peaky Blinders didn't help. But
that. Well, I mean, The Godfather, for instance, is like, I'll make you an offer you cannot refuse.
I can't imagine if I
terrible
spoke to an actual gangster, they'd be like, no, it's not like any of that shit. We're just normal people that do crime.
But no, that's the thing, though. It's like they're not, though, because there's that whole thing. It's like you can never actually like leave the mafia, isn't there? It's like a
Because you know
life.
too much.
Yeah, it's like a life thing. Like you can't.
Like the Yakuza.
Yeah. They fucking cut off their fingers, don't they? Like those guys are fucking like nuts.
But still don't use guns. I thought that's only because of how insane gun laws are in Japan.
Oh, I reckon they do use guns. They must do. They must get them illegally.
There are a
and
lot
use
of
guns.
well, that's the thing because if they're caught for gangster activity, if that's included with firearm offence, that makes their sentence so much worse.
Yeah, but they're criminals. They don't care.
Well, they don't want to be in prison too long.
Well, yeah, but it's like
That could be an extra 10 years.
yeah, but like the accuser don't like they murder and torture people. Like, I don't think they care about where they're like, oh, we're gonna cut this person into little pieces and send little bits of him back to his family. Oh, but no guns. No, they're off limits. No, they definitely use guns.
Well, also importing that sort of stuff creates a lot of eyebrows. Because again, it's meant to be considered a gun-free country. Not
Yeah,
to mention
but-
there are rules with the Yakuza, in which case they're not allowed to harm civilians.
Yeah.
That is like a serious rule with all them sort of thing. It's a
But
very
they
interesting
definitely
culture.
it's very different, isn't it? From like Western culture, it's very different, isn't it?
I'd say a lot of traditional gangsters have a similar sort of thing. Like they don't want innocent bystanders. It creates too much noise, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But there's definitely, like, you know, where families do get threatened and stuff like that. Like, it definitely happens.
Well, we were just talking about the craze, weren't we? Sort of thing. Where again, when
Yeah.
Reg or Ronnie shot the fucking guy in the Blind Beggar. Sorry, Blind
Yeah.
Beggar, Prancing Pony. Fucking
It's the blind beggar.
yeah, Blind Beggar.
No, like families definitely get like threatened and stuff and like. Oh yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm not saying
like,
coercion doesn't exist.
Yeah, I reckon like Yeah, I think it would be cool, like 1920s zombies. I'm thinking of like we're talking,
1920s
yeah, like we're
zombies.
talking about, like we were talking about, like, you
The
know,
Great
Civil
Gatsby,
War.
but there's zombies.
Yeah, got to blow that zombie's head off, old sport. So like 19, like we go, like, so like we talked about like Civil War zombies. That'd be funny. Like Spartan zombies, maybe like ancient Greece zombies.
I want 60s zombies.
Yes.
I want hippies versus zombies.
That'd be like, can you have fucking bad? It's like, you shot that guy in the face. Oh no, he was just stoned as fuck. I thought he was a zombie. Shit.
Hippies finally have to embrace violence for their own lives. But they
Yeah.
imagine they try and make a zombie high, like zombies walking through a haze of like weed smoke, and because weed is a brain altering drug, so zombies could get high.
Yeah, but it would also make them very hungry, which would make it worse.
A zombie with the munchies.
Yeah, it's like they already want to like consume like flesh and stuff. I think getting them high would actually be detrimental to the hippies.
Oh,
I think that would actually be a terrible idea.
That's the point. If a zombie eats a hippie's brain who was currently high on magic mushrooms, would that zombie go through a psychedelic freak out?
I think the real question is, what would the freak out be like? What would a zombie?
What would a
be
zombie?
Like? Yeah, what would they even like hallucinate? Like, what would a zombie even hallucinate?
A giant brain chasing them,
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
bats in Fear and Loathing, but it's brains.
Can't stop it. This is brain country.
Oh, I now want to see a fucking stone zombie having a freak out. It's like what is it like when someone's like freaking out because they're high on weed, like
I don't think people really freak out when they're high, but like someone took
because you get someone
like
says, "I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to bring you down." You're tripping. I want to see a zombie tripping.
Yeah, like I don't know how you do it, but like if they could like administer like acid to a zombie.
Holy shit! I think like humanity, if we ever got
try
a handle on zombies, like again at the end of Shaun of the Dead, managed to cage them and experiment on them and all that, like zero in on the zombie, maybe administer a vaccine or something.
The thing is though that there would definitely be people that would be like, you can't just experiment on these zombies. They're like people.
Zombie fucking hippies. Zombies are people too.
It's like, hey, look, just because I shit them off into the middle of nowhere to, you know, a location, a camp, if you will, to experiment on them, does not mean that I'm a bad person. Ah, fuck.
Zombie Unit 147.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
If you ate a zombie, if you bit a bit of zombie, I don't know, it's bit you and you're pissed off, I'm going to bite a zombie. Is that cannibalism?
I guess you're technically. I think it depends on the law.
How much does a zombie need to be altered into a zombie before it's no longer considered human?
Yeah, is there like a waiting period?
It's like whiskey. You need to distill it for long enough and all that sort of thing.
It's got
Single barrel, like age zombie.
But the thing is, you wouldn't want to eat it then because it's rotten flesh. Like you have to eat it when it's freshly killed, right? Surely, because otherwise you get ill.
That's the point. Like I said earlier, like a freshly made zombie is still pretty much human.
Yeah, but it's like you wouldn't
pig.
Like you wouldn't eat a steak that's a year old, would you? No. Like, so I don't think I'd eat a zombie. I don't think I'd buy a zombie that was a year old. I'd think it needs to be fresh.
What do you think would be the funniest animal to be a zombie?
Oh.
Because we talked earlier about like zombie sharks and all that, because that's menacing. What would be the funniest animal to be a zombie? I think
maybe something like a goose.
A zombie goose.
Can you imagine like a zombie goose?
Would it be able to bite you?
Yeah, geese bite. I think.
I know their beaks snap, but would that be able to transmit anything, or?
I don't know, but I think like just having a zombie goose that's like following someone around. I think that'd be so.
Zombie goose. Yeah, there's a metal band name.
Yeah, zombie goose, or like a duck.
Oh wait, if there's more than one of them, are they the zombie geese?
Yeah, or if it's a mongoose, then it'd be the zombie mongooses.
Holy shit! That's true. Could you imagine zombie bees?
That would be fucking bad, wouldn't it? That would be really bad, actually.
Holy shit. Imagine zombie bees. You think a bee with its stinger is bad enough. Oh, if it stings you, it dies. It stings you, zombie.
Yeah. Or like zombie spiders.
Oh, shit.
Like, you could never sleep.
You just created a whole new genre there.
Zombie spiders. You could never sleep.
Holy
That'd be so fucked. That'd be so fucked.
Zombie ants.
Yeah, that'd be bad, wouldn't it?
Something that's everywhere, I can get everywhere. Zombie spiders is a good one. Like,
what would your sort of funny zombie animal
If I could choose a funny fucking animal to make a zombie, I'd be like maybe zombie fucking guinea pigs. Or...
Oh, do you know what I do? I do a zombie sloth. Like slow, like they're slow enough, but like imagine if they're zombie, they're like even slower, so they probably just wouldn't move.
Oh, why not do zombie turtles then?
Oh,
zombie tortoises or something.
Zombie snails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be so much of a non-issue. Everyone's like, oh, careful, there's a zombie snail over there. Oh, right, so...
Oh, sorry. Hang on, I need to finish this conversation with you before I kill that.
No, wait, we need something that can move. Zombie penguins.
Zombie penguin. Oh, March of the Penguins, that would be a whole new meaning to it. Oh, but then penguins can like slide on their stomachs, can't they?
I think it was a Simpsons episode or maybe Futurama of like killer penguins. And they actually revolted against humans. I can't remember if it was Simpsons or Futurama.
It was Simpsons with killer dolphins.
Dolphins,
Yeah.
I remember that. So one of them did it with penguins as well.
Oh, did the Simpsons do it? No, I definitely know the Simpsons did it with dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
no,
were doing like the Hitchcock version of the birds, but with zombies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, zombie birds. That'd be kind of tricky, wouldn't it?
Is it all birds or?
Oh, just the ones that get bitten.
I don't know, because I know we've seen like again that's Alfred Hitchcock's birds and all that sort of thing, but we wipe them out pretty easily.
Yeah, I guess we could. Yeah. I don't know if there's like enough of them. You know, like if there's like 100 birds, like you can't.
Zombie chickens.
Zombie chickens.
I would eat.
Yeah, they can't fly. So...
I would eat some fried zombie chicken.
Yeah, they can't fly. You could get like a golf club and just.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly, just fucking whack them.
Oh, poor things.
Or like a hawk. They're zombies. They're trying to kill you.
Oh shit! Imagine zombie snakes.
Oh no, that's not good. That's not cool.
Wait, who gives a fuck? They bite you anyway.
Yeah.
That's not really much of an escalation, is it?
Yeah.
Now it really wants to bite you.
Yeah, I suppose. Does that mean the snakes would seek you out though? Because I guess like a normal snake.
Or would
doesn't
zombie
seek you
snakes
out?
just try and infect other snakes? Because it seems like regular zombies don't try and bite dogs or cats. They just want to bite other humans.
Do they not?
Would zombies of another species only zombify its own species?
Oh, that's interesting. Huh. There is that bit in Shaun of the Dead though when he's looking out the window. There's that guy that's about to bite the head off a pigeon.
Oh, right.
Oh, but we never see any zombie pigeons. I don't know. Oh yeah, maybe they would just go after their own species, maybe. But like, if they didn't, then it would mean that the snakes would be seeking out you, because like a snake doesn't seek out people to bite. It only bites people if they feel threatened, right?
But surely there's so many other prey and other predators other than humans for a zombie animal to concern itself with. Like a zombie tiger is going to try and bite all the zebras first.
Yeah, or maybe it's just like the closest living thing, though, isn't it? Maybe.
That's also true.
Maybe I think it is just the closest living thing, isn't it? Generally with zombies.
Does that mean in a realistic zombie situation there might be like people who get like bite cats and dogs and shit?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh fuck! I don't know if I could kill a zombie dog.
I think. I could schwack a pug.
Let us know. Let us know down in the comments if you.
Let us know which animal zombified you would kill and where you draw the line.
Let us know your favourite zombie weapon. Let us know if you think you'd survive. Realistically, Rob, I'm not going to survive.
I'm not going to survive either.
No.
No. I mean, I'm already not too fond of life anyway, so, I might just,
A nihilistic zombie can't even be bothered to bite people. Doesn't see the point.
Yeah, what's the point, mate?
Give zombies enough cognitive abilities to get existentialism.
Yeah.
I want to bite
Why
him.
are we here?
Why do I want to bite him? What's my motivation in life to bite this person?
I have no motivation to bite this guy.
There is real life zombieisms though. There's like a fungus that can infect the brains of ants and all that. I've seen it on like the YouTube and all that. Like apparently there's a fungus that invades the brain of an ant and it carries on fucking moving and shit.
Yeah, there's also like
scary fucking shit.
It's not like actual zombieism.
Because its eyes like go white out and shit.
And there's also a thing, it's not like actual zombieism, but as I said, it happens in like Haiti. There's like this sort of thing, it's like kind of a voodoo thing that you can create this kind of thing that someone inhales that sort of turns them into like a zombie in a way. It like shuts down their cognitive ability and kind of makes them very suggestive to basically doing whatever you want.
Oh shit.
Which is, it's not actual zombieism because they're still alive, but it's like people call it sort of creating a zombie because they're like they don't actually.
Ron Burgundy was right. Never go to Haiti.
Yeah, no, don't go to Haiti.
Right then, guys, let us know down below. Any questions, anything regarding zombies? We want to hear your comments down below.
Yes, we do. And until next time, y'all have been listening to
Laughing on a